How just masses and masses of people are just so quiet, you know, and just tears in their eyes because of their love of Swami.
Hollywood film producer Joe Reardon and his wife Diane are devotees of Sai Baba, after a good bit of initial resistance on Joe's part.
Diana, my wife here, arrived back from India and started to tell me about Sai Baba. Of course, I thought she was insane. And at many parties, she would mention his name and the miracles he performed. Eventually, I got to the point where I was up to here with Sai Baba. And I used to say to him, look, I don't want to hear about this character. So eventually, Diana convinced me to read 2 books on Sai Baba. So I read the 2 books, and I presented it to friends of mine who were in the theatrical business. And their reply was, well, or what are you going to ask him for? So my reply was always, well, there's not much I need right at the moment. And what I think I'll ask him for is a rainbow. So they all laughed at this. Well, to cut the story short, we took off and we went to India. And after unpacking our car, we took off and we went to the top of the mountain. We got up to the top of the mountain. There was a young lady sitting there that we had met previously in Bangalore. While they were sitting there talking amongst themselves, I glanced over at Diana's shoulder. And as I did, slowly, appearing over her right shoulder, a rainbow. And it started straight up, never curved. I said to Diana, take a look over your shoulder. She looked over her shoulder and she said, oh my God. Well, that evening, around 7 or 8 o'clock, a man came to our door, knocked on it and said, Mr. Reardon, Sai Baba would like to see you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Well, at 9 o'clock in the morning, we were there. Truthfully, I felt like an idiot, but a little bit still stunned about that rainbow. I think about 5 minutes passed by in silence when all of a sudden I see these bare feet in this robe appear, and down comes this bushy character's hair out to here, big smile on his face, and I must admit, warmth that I've never felt before. And he walked over to me, and he looked me square in the eyes, and he slapped me across the shoulder, and he says, how are you, character?
We are skeptical of powers like those credited to Sai Baba because they seem to contradict what we believe to be real. Science tells us what is real, but what science cannot explain is not necessarily beyond the capability of men of science to believe in. There are highly respected